Hello friends, good morning. Welcome back to my channel on feeling good, feeling fine and feeling confident. I'm Geeta Iyengar, Department of Sociology, retired professor and also in psychology. Let's talk about how important it is for taking decisions, making decisions. So today actually in the morning when I got up, it was a lovely morning. And I said, okay, let me wear my shoe, let me go for a walk, see the birds in the park, and so on. So, when I was thinking about going in the morning, let me go for a stroll in the park, then I realized that I had not made any breakfast. Or if I have to make breakfast, what breakfast should I make? And then I said, should I make upma or dosa? Or, these are the small things. And I also thought that there are a lot of other things pending which I had to do. Now, this is a small decision that I had to make. Should I go for a walk or should I make my breakfast or should I do the pending work that was? Now, this is a small thing, but it bothers you. Now, all of us, sometimes we have lot of choices to make, even in small events in our life, especially in my case, just like I told you. At that time, you don't know which is more important, which is less important. But here, if I'd gone for a walk and delayed on my breakfast, or if I'd done breakfast and delayed in my walk, nothing much would change. But remember, there are a lot of decisions in our lives, major decisions in our life when we have to make. That time we have to really make the right choice. Of course, there is nothing called right and wrong choices, it's just pros and cons. But even then, we should not regret. Many a times we have made wrong choices and good choices. Even then sometimes regret comes as human life, human decisions. And some of the important things, like when you were a child, you must remember your parents would have decided which school to put you, English medium, Hindi medium, or whatever. And then later on, when you go to college, they'll say you have to go to this college. They will decide your capability. They will decide whether you become a doctor or an engineer or a professor. And then when it comes to the stage of getting a job, even then they'll say, take a job which is nearby. Especially if you look at the girls in India, they will say, no, you don't have to travel much. Nowadays, of course, things have changed. But in the olden days, especially I would say in my case, they would say, go to a school which is nearby, walkable distance. Go to a college where you can come back soon in the evening. Take up a job which is very convenient for girls. So we had such discrimination made, and it becomes very difficult to take a decision. Then comes the most important aspect is marriage. Whom should I marry? Lot of choices come. Whom should I not marry? Whom should I reject? How would you make choices? So my one suggestion to all the students, that you know what's happening in the world. Be with friends you see what decisions they take. You have to, when you decide, what is the state of your mind. Let's analyze decision making, like in the long term decision, making a list of your decisions, and short term decision, and finally the end part of your life. Because lifelong you keep on having so many choices, and lifelong you go on making decisions. Just remember, like for example, if you want to go to a hotel, he gives you so many choices. You want Thai food, Chinese food, you want Indian food, continental, and then you decide. On what basis do you decide? You decide what is good for you. You decide what is tasty. You decide what is affordable. But when it comes to bigger decisions, you realize somehow there is no decision power at all. So this is very important. So you think of the past decisions that you have taken, what went wrong. One more thing, don't allow emotions to overpower you when you are taking decisions. You have to have a calm mind, make a list of all the things, the pros and cons of whatever decision you are making, either it's joining a college or taking up a job or getting married. And then when you make the list, you realize sometimes some of the things, for example, if a boy refuses a girl because she's too thin or she's fat, the same thing applies to the girl. This is not going to remain permanent. Who knows? The fat girl will become thin, the thin boy will become fat. These are not in your hands. But what about his nature? What about this compatibility? You should realize what is going to last in the long term. Another factor is the end in your life. For example, all of us know that we all write a will, so that before I die, you write a will, what happens? So as I was saying, we all we get ourselves busy writing the will, that after I die, what will happen? After you plan all that. But how many of you really think that we should write a living will? You know what that will is about? How am I going to spend the rest of my life taking care of my health, taking care of myself and my mental issues or whatever. So, this is very important. Take a decision, write a living will. And of course, these small issues are also there. Bigger issues, if you are able to, with a calm mind, if you are able to control, if you are able to be in control of the decisions you have taken, you will take the sole responsibility of it and you will work towards it. But of course, at the same time, life goes on. Every day, every moment, we are taking decisions. If a phone comes, you just run to pick up the phone, whether it's urgent, important, whatever you pick up. But there also you can take a decision. Is it really necessary? So when you are so particular about a phone call or about eating a fruit, I will eat apple or an orange. When you are so particular about what breakfast I will take or what dress I'm going to wear today or which movie I'm going to watch, then why not spend some time in taking important decisions? Why can't you assert yourself? Where does that power go of assertion? Where does the power go to take a decision? So this is what I want to tell all of us. Let's empower ourselves. Let's have the control on us and on by taking decisions, and let's be responsible. Once you have taken the decision, abide by it. Be committed to it, and then you will see that your life, like a puzzle, all the pieces of puzzles which leads to confusion because that's worrying you. Did I do wrong in choosing my partner? Did I do wrong in going to that college? Because something I cannot rectify. Then you will be responsible for it once you take the commitment and dedicate yourself in understanding this philosophy of empowering oneself in decision making. So I hope you all have enjoyed or understood a little bit of it, sharing whatever thought I felt. Please like, share, subscribe, and ring the bell icon so that you will get notification to see my shows. Thank you once again. See you next time.